What's up, graphic designers? Photoshop is all around us, including on paper currency, and we know that money makes the world go round. I'm not far from Madison Square Garden. I'm actually at my favorite currency exchange place. Today, what we're going to be doing is analyzing foreign currency, reimagining it, and designing our own paper money. Zhao Shen created this paper currency way back in 2019, and it's among my favorite because I really like the color scheme. I like all the intricate details and the textures in the background, and she's got her puppy in here, so this is a beautiful and authentic work. But you can also include an inspiring political figure. This was also created in 2019, and I don't know if I would be able to recognize that this was the President Zelensky of Ukraine until maybe a week or 2 weeks ago, so you can think about political figures, or maybe your favorite athletes, or maybe all of a sudden your most despised athletes. I do really like Kyrie Irving. I just wish he would get on the court. Political figures that you really admire. Who doesn't love Obama? And you can include your favorite actor or historical political figure. Here we got FDR. Your favorite rapper. And I really like this because we've got some fun examples of grading overlays. We've got the overlay blending modes. We've got really cool patterns. And here we've got Bank of Atlantis. Tallulah did this way back, also in 2019. Here's a beautiful reverse side of this particular $72 bill. So you're gonna think about color schemes. You're gonna be thinking about blending modes, and I know a few things. I know that you can take a look at this photo album that includes like moods, places, seasons, and color schemes to sort of like jumpstart the colors that you want to include. And I also know that we've got a few other banknotes, Bank of England, as well as a few other places. Here we got the Maldives, and we can take some inspiration from the Maldives. We can include some animals, and I was thinking about that. Actually, as I was generating some ideas for this particular assignment, I honestly typed in inspiring people because maybe someone among this list might resonate with you, and I selected Muhammad Ali. So here you've got the one and only, and I also remembered that he flies like a butterfly and stings like a bee. And so I jumped into Photoshop, and I've got this image right here. We've also got this gouache texture in the background, and you'll notice that it's pretty light. That's this sort of like webbed texture in the background. Right now it's at 40%. Don't forget, if you press V and then press a number, it'll jump to that level of opacity. So I'm going to have it right now at 20%, and I'm good with that right there. So if we wanted to create if we wanted to fill a layer with color so that looked a little bit like what I described as a Porzingis peso, how do we get the color just right around the sea turtle or right around Porzingis? That's a great question. I'm going to look in my layers palette, and I can see that layer 2 is Muhammad Ali, and you'll notice that I actually got Muhammad Ali uh, from this image, and I'll actually drag it to the top. So here's what I know. I created a sort of a cutout using layer masks, and I actually dropped down the opacity to 60%. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Command and I'm going to left click the thumbnail. Amazing. And then if you create a new layer above, select a color for the foreground, and I'll do like this deep purple. All right, we're going to use the paint bucket, and I'm going to click. And now what I'm going to do is I can press Command D. I'm going to press V, hold Shift, and I'm going to press plus, 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 and I'm going to cycle through all the different blending modes. That's kind of cool. And one of the things that we're going to be doing with this project is we're going to be doing blending modes on top of blending modes. Okay, so I'm going to hide this for a second, and I'm going to reveal this blue color, which I really liked. And I also can see that because we're doing blending modes, we can recognize that like colors and textures bleed through layers, so we can see that there is this the pink of the butterfly, even though it's beneath Muhammad Ali, we can still see it because the Muhammad Ali image itself is at 60%, and then we've got the color above it, which is at 100%, but it's the multiply blending mode. So I'm just going to cycle through some of these other blending modes. Actually on the desaturated blending mode, so you can think about like what looks cool to you. Ultimately, you can think about like what is the denomination of your bill, what elements do you want to include, what textures. This is a gouache texture, so you're going to think about all these as you're designing your